We've had a successful habit of moving out of one space or another from one building to another over the last 40 years. So we're much like an automobile dealer. We drive a car and someone says, "We really like that car." Okay, if you want it. That acts as an opportunity for me personally and for everyone else around us to see, is this how we want our office? Is this the best way to be situated? Are we being most efficient? And I think we have it pretty much down to where I'm most comfortable now. When I come in, it feels like home to me. Since I ultimately started in landmarks, a lot of what I have here are mementos from those buildings. Sure, there's trophies from a nice finance that I may have done on a building or a nice model from a building. But in fact, because we've restored almost 40 historic landmark buildings, much of what we find is very curious and interesting objects that have a lot of personal value and, interestingly enough, have created some value that I never knew. I'm the largest collector of pre-Chicago fire beer bottles. And the reason why is because on most construction sites, they would bring in large equipment. In our areas, for example, over at Maggiano's, we dug out the basement for the banquet space at the time. We had to hand dig that out. And as we were digging it out, we'd keep finding these things. Here's a bottle that was melted in the Chicago fire. Look at that. So lots of little things like this we keep. We had a historian take a look. He said, well, this is a beer bottle from before the fire. And a lot of these were hand blown. A lot of these are pottery, in fact. So we found that rather interesting. Another building was the original distribution home for S&A movie studios in Chicago. And so they had all their film tins we found in an attic. So I have reels and reels of old film. And whereas most people say, let's toss it out, I don't throw anything out. I save everything. We kept all of the handles. I told you we don't get rid of anything. As you can see, this is from Medina Temple. So any of the artifacts that people say, what happened to them, we keep them. When I bought the Medina Temple from the Shriners, they said, we're going to give you all the information and apparel necessary to be our potentate. I said, okay, you got it. So I've got the fez, I've got it all.